top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Miami's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field.
Sprinting away! He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, the running back has it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
To the air, it's back. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield, it's back. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, let's look big picture Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Rides the back on the option to give. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. You count up those explosive plays in a game and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Canes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has gone haywire on these last two. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. drive comes from the 41. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pucks it out of the air. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Pauly.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up his offense nicely. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense, and you saw it on that play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. And the Canes send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. give to the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Pauly. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. It's Pauly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Gives it on the option. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. To the ground. He's got it again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella needs nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Canes need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. A top 5 clash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll leave it with the lone back. There he goes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Trying play action. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Carr. Grabbed in the middle, it's Love. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Oh, didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going for it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Irish! The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fletcher. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly out to the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Punt is in the air on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. With the catch, it's Bauman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd down play from the gun. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. And the Canes line up to punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Back to throw, it's Carr. They're working that left side. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They're going back to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds the tight end. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. The Irish send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On 1st down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter. Creates a little space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got it in the middle. It's Bauman. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Lyle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Jukes his way for more. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Looking to throw, it's back. He's going for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that...
Touchdown, Canes! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Illinois took care of business today. They left little doubt about how this one was going to go almost from the start. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. QB draw. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Pringle. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And how about the offense believing in the true freshman? Down here in the red zone, giving him the football, man, I bet his heart is pounding. He's wanting to get in the end zone to get that first touchdown.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Now the play fake. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here in the game in the 4th quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium, and on that 4th down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw again. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. On the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Got a man. It's Pauly. On the move at the 30. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. Just a shot toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
And he'll bring it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quarterback running on the draw. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Grab near the marker is Gilbert. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Great job by the back on the option.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move, it's Love. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. On 4th down, going to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. So this offense can capitalize off the desperate 4th down attempt and failure, and they can pad their lead. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Quarterback may change this route. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here's the pressure. He wants a big play here late.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Notre Dame lines up quickly. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. Finds a spot in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Here's the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now